Marie-Cécile Damave is my name. I'm in charge of innovation in this think tank, Agribusiness, meaning Ideas for Agriculture. We're based in Paris. And actually, we were created by farmers and for farmers more than 150 years ago. The floor is yours, Shirley.
Thank you, Marie-Cécile. So, hi everyone. 9 years ago, I decided to found my company without background in biotech or in green chemistry or in banana sector, except my traditional knowledge in pharmacopoeia, Caribbean pharmacopoeia. So we have currently two different activities. The first one, we have a research and development part. We analyze the different parts of the banana waste. And the second activity, I have a cosmetic brand that try to promote a clean beauty, a sustainable beauty.
Thank you very much. I think what's really interesting about your model is that farmers are stakeholders of your model, and that's very important. Okay, so Christa, I would like to give you the floor.
Thank you very much, Marie-Cécile. I think Terrabiom is a very different space, but we have the same let's say the same philosophy behind. We are really impact focused, and it's about bringing everyone more value on all dimensions, economical of course, but also ecological and social. And with this, I'm very excited to introduce the topic of Terrabiom, which is soil and soil health. Now, what you see here on the left is basically if a microbe is introduced into a new environment, it's facing a lot of environmental stress. There is UV rays, there is a pH it may not know yet, there can be drought or heavy rains, increasing topics with climate change, of course. There is a contaminant concentration that can be very high, and there are indigenous microbiota, all of which may just kill it. And this is why I'm very proud to introduce to you our technological innovation from Terrabiom. We have developed a fully biodegradable microhabitat for microbes, which basically protects the microbes as we introduce them into the soils.
I think your business model is about upcycling, and it's inside the circular economy. It's a very different angle, but it's interesting. Okay, so it's time for Yanne Courcoux. Yanne, the floor is yours.
Yes, good morning. Thank you very much. To speak about Tibot and what we are doing, you first have a view on our two robots. We develop assistant robots for the poultry industry. I think the word assistant is quite important. I will get back to this a little bit later on during my presentation. Why do we need a robot today in the poultry industry? I would say the equation that you see here on this slide explains it all. The world population, as you know, is expected to grow from the current 7 billion to more than 9 billion in 2050. And that means that the overall food production will have to grow by at least 70% by 2050 based on OECD and FAO figures. What we know is that the strongest growth is expected in the consumption of farmed fish and chicken. So basically, we have a situation here where we're going to have to improve productivity. And at the same time, we see that consumers' demand are shifting, and they want antibiotic-free product, and they care more and more about animal welfare. And all of this is taking place in a worldwide tendency of a labor shortage that has been drastically put into light currently with the COVID crisis, where a lot of there is a labor shortage absolutely everywhere to work in the fields.
Thank you very much, Yanne, for your presentation. it's really interesting that you focused on the fact that it's an assistant robot that is not doing the job of the farmer, but that is actually a tool to help the farmer. This is what technological tools should be. So I think it's very exciting to see all these dynamic entrepreneurs moving on to tackling these opportunities actually that are presented by some very serious problems that we are facing right now. And it's I'm really optimistic and see that thanks to innovation, it's possible to make things change, and not only at the production level, also at the consumption level and across the chain. So thank you to everyone.